Hello and good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me again today. And I'm back with Mr. Albert Matapo of the Zimbabwe People Power Movement. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. Thank you, Mr. Gambakwe. How are you today?
Fantastic.
Yes.
Today we're talking about a very important topic. Yesterday there was a tweet by Jonathan Moyo which said that Mpoko, the former vice president of Zimbabwe, presented to Mugabe evidence that Mashurugwi were being run by people like Mnangagwa. What's your take on this issue?
Yes, thank you very much. I want to start by reminding Zimbabweans that there used to be, or there is still, a group called Chipangano at Mbare Musika. They were around Mbare Musika. And also there was, or there is still, a group called Al-Shabaab in Kwekwe. These two groups, they are part of ZANU-PF youth, and these ZANU-PF youth were, or they are there to terrorize the people of Zimbabwe. People of Zimbabwe are terrorized daily by the Chipangano and Al-Shabaab in Kwekwe. These two groups, it is common cause that they were formed by Mnangagwa, by ED. ZANU-PF itself used to confirm this, that even when Mnangagwa was vice president, or when he was minister of defense, or whatever position that he had, ZANU-PF used to say, to accuse Mnangagwa of keeping Chipangano and Al-Shabaab in Kwekwe. These are these very same groups that are now called Mashurugwi. These are just groups that are in different parts of Zimbabwe. Mnangagwa is well known for having these terror groups. I don't know why United Nations and the world at large do not classify Mnangagwa as a terrorist leader, as a leader of terrorism. It's surprising. People of Zimbabwe, we should talk about this, because if we don't talk about this, then we don't know what we're doing. So my answer is that Jonathan Moyo is 100% right, that the Mashurugwis, they are sponsored by Emmerson Mnangagwa. Emmerson Mnangagwa is the one sponsoring Mashurugwi, is the one who has been sponsoring Al-Shabaab and also Chipangano. We have suffered so much through these two groups. So I agree with Jonathan Moyo. Thank you.
Okay, so why is it that when Mugabe was presented with this evidence, he didn't do anything?
Yes, obviously. Remember, Mnangagwa has been a bouncer for Mugabe. He has been, there to protect Mugabe in the name of their revolution, whatever. So there was no way by which Mugabe himself would actually force Mnangagwa to disband these groups, because these groups, they were not harmful to ZANU. They were actually advancing the interests of ZANU. Remember when Morgan Tsvangirai won in 2008, Mnangagwa himself confirmed that Tsvangirai won. Then Mugabe ran away to Malaysia or Singapore, whatever. And Mnangagwa had to take these terror groups and started terrorizing people. It was Mnangagwa's plan to destabilize the people of Zimbabwe, so as they would submit to this, and then they came up with this runoff and whatever. It was a way that was done by Mnangagwa to protect Mugabe's position. So Mugabe was just the commander, but Mnangagwa was the action man. He was there, he was the boy who was running around, and so there was no way Mugabe would force Mnangagwa to disband, because it was also in his interests. So there was no way.
Okay, now let's go to the military.
Yes.
People like General Chiwenga, are they in agreement with the use of people, Mashurugwi groups?
In my view, all these stories about the infighting, what have you, yes, they might have one or two disagreements, but most of the information that comes, this is intelligence. There is military intelligence, there is also a CIO. They are coming in with all this intelligence, and they lie, they spread lies. Yes, there might be differences here and there, but the differences are too small to be noticed. For example, now they are talking of Mnangagwa being on house arrest and what have you. That's not correct. Remember yesterday, they had a meeting which they called PAC, and they attended all the cabinet ministers and what have you. Mnangagwa addressed that. Mnangagwa was there. There is no way he could do that. Yes, at the moment he has not yet gone out of the country. He's still in the country. He might go. One of the main reasons why he is not going out is there are two reasons. First one, he does not trust these guys, because if you look at Chiwenga, he has no capacity to run Zimbabwe. No ways. Chiwenga is just a mafia man. He is just who he is. Even if you give him 10 cattle to head, he cannot head. He is just useless. In this Kembo Mohad, the same applies. So Mnangagwa himself knows that he is also useless, but he is better than these two. So that's why he is around, just to make sure things are moving on well. The second thing, which is very, very critical and very, very important, is that he knows that there is Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Don't think that they are ignoring us because they are not seeing that these things are there. They know that we are demanding that they must go yesterday, like yesterday. And so they don't know when exactly we are going to do what. They don't know. So they don't talk about us publicly because they know the impact, the implications of them talking about us. This is the reason why they are continuously closing down Tobacco Media, because this is our main source of information at the moment, our main channel of information. And so they are closing down the Gambagwe channels because they don't want people of Zimbabwe to know that let us unite and fight these devils. I have always wanted to sing just one song for you, just a short one. Zvichirema zvichirwadza tinokunda chete, zvichirema zvichirwadza tinokunda chete. People of Zimbabwe, we are going to defeat this enemy no matter what. It's hard, it's difficult, but we are going to defeat them. We will defeat them one day. That's why they are hanging around. They are testing waters, but we are seeing them. Don't worry, we are seeing them. Our time will come.
Right, so we are at the beginning of the year. Almost the first month is almost over. What is the state of the opposition? All these things are happening. Do Zimbabweans have a reason to have hope in the opposition?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to be unpopular, of course, but those with eyes and brains, they can see where we are going, that we are going nowhere. There will be dialogue, there will be GNU. It's coming. You might say no, but it's coming. But that will only benefit leaders. Leadership will benefit, yes. What about the ordinary people? It can come in whatever name. They can say whatever they can say, but it's not going to give anything. So anybody giving hope or having hope in whatever politics that is going on, and also the 2023 elections, will be foolish. I know there are so many people who want to promote certain individuals instead of promoting, the move to remove this bad system. So many people, they are hoodwinked just to follow particular individuals instead of following good ideas so that we can remove the system, the bad system. Those of you who know what they are doing with brains and eyes and ears and whatever, please let us unite and make sure we remove these devils yesterday. Thank you very much.
Right, Mr. Albert Matapo from the Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Thank you very much, and we'll be back again tomorrow If you are receiving this on WhatsApp, please forward this to as many people as possible. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.